Good afternoon. This is Wayne Ullery with Wayne's Word. Thank God it's Friday, right? Wow, did this week go by fast. I don't know about you. It kind of started off a little slow, and then it's like it turned on the afterburners and just flew to Friday. So happy to be with you here on this Friday afternoon. It's Fall Friday. Listen, I have a word of the day for you. It comes from one of my favorite books of the Bible, actually, in the Old Testament. 1st and 2nd Samuel are my favorite books. And it's 2 Samuel chapter 7, verse 22. How great you are, sovereign Lord! There is no one like you, and there is no God but you, as we have heard with all our ears. Again, how great you are, sovereign Lord! There is no one like you, and there is no God but you, as we have heard with our own ears. 2 Samuel chapter 7, verse 22. I'm going to go ahead and share these now to Facebook, Twitter, and Path. And if you're not following on Twitter, you can follow at Wayne Ullery, WayneUlery. Same goes for Facebook, just facebook.com/Wayne Ullery. And then you can find me on Path as well. So there you go. There's the word of the day. I love doing these words of the day. And I get this from the Bible app, YouVersion. It's great. It has some study guides and stuff in there, which I'll probably use in future broadcasts. But just for now, we're doing the word of the day. I'm going to pick up where we left off with a book, The Top 10 Distinctions Between Winners and Whiners by Keith Cameron Smith. And I've really been enjoying this. I've done it for 2 days. This will be day 3, and I don't know, I may continue just each day reading through this book. It's almost like you're getting a free audio book, right? So if you want to catch the previous days, just visit Spreaker.com, look up Wayne's Word, and you'll see the other broadcasts. You can also join the mailing list. I'll have an archive and some other things located at ThirstyThursdayShow.com. Hang in there, I'll get that together. But we're going to talk about Distinction 8 today. We started with Distinction 10, and it says that winners take responsibility and whiners play the victim. Distinction number 9 was yesterday. That was winners can have what they want, and whiners want what they cannot have. So today, Distinction number 8. Winners find a way, and whiners find an excuse. Here we go. I once received an email that posed this question: which is more important, the power of belief or the power of persistence? My immediate response was that belief was more important than persistence. In fact, it is belief that creates persistence. It can be challenging to persevere, especially when we're faced with failure, rejection, or loss. But belief gives us the confidence we need to persist in the face of those unexpected barriers. Henry Ford once said, "If you think you can or you think you can't, you're right." It's a deeper truth than most people realize. Whiners continue to find excuses for 2 reasons. First, because things get tough, and second, because they don't believe they can prevail. It takes a winner to keep on keeping on. When something goes wrong, a winner sees a setback as a message to learn something new. He resolves to find a way because he believes there is a way. Whiners find an excuse because they don't believe they can succeed. Consider a fly trapped in a room. The fly desperately bangs against the window, trying to get free. His struggle is vigorous but futile, and he eventually dies. Why? It seems that the fly has only one strategy: try harder. Had the fly simply looked around, he would have noticed that just across the room was an open door. Within a few seconds of flying, he could have been free. Many whiners behave like the fly. They try harder and harder with the wrong strategy. They find either an excuse to keep doing what they're doing, or they find an excuse to quit. And in both cases, their behavior is a reflection of their limiting beliefs. Whiners look at what they are doing and develop beliefs about whether their actions are right or wrong. Winners look at their results and, If their results are not what they want, they find different ways of being and doing, until they get the results they do want. Winners don't judge their actions as right or wrong. They focus on the results and keep adjusting their actions until they create what they want. Whiners either stay on an unsuccessful course or set a new course each time a small challenge arises. You can find a way to get whatever it is you want, but I challenge you to first discover the kind of person you want to be. Focusing on who you want to be first empowers you to find a way to create what you want to do and have. I wanted to be a best-selling author and empower people with simple truths that transform their lives. Although I wrote a book, I went through several years of struggle and some disappointments, but because I had decided who I wanted to be first, I found a way, I persevered, believed I could, and I did. So who do you want to be? Winners answer that question before they decide what they want to have. Winners answer that question before they decide what they want to do or have. Winners focus on being powerful and peaceful. They feed their faith and starve their fears. They understand what they do and have is a reflection of who they are. Whiners find an excuse because they don't have a vision for who they want to be. Your vision for yourself and your life must be something you can believe in with all your heart. A vision that fills you with passion and keeps you on course. Because whiners lack that vision. Most of what they do is short-term and devoid of power and commitment. Vision empowers you to find a way, no matter what. A lack of vision helps you only to find an excuse. Whiners find an excuse because more often than not, they are fulfilling someone else's vision, and the dreams of others can only inspire for a limited time. It's not wrong or bad to help someone else with their vision, but in order to have long-term passion and inspiration, you must personalize it and make it your vision too. You can make someone else's vision yours and become a winner. And in my experience, a time will come when you do get your own vision. And just as you have served someone else's vision for a time, you will find people to help serve your vision when it's time to pursue it. Winners help other winners. Winners can't help whiners who are unwilling to help themselves. Whiners must first help themselves by deciding, I am going to be a winner. After making a decision with your head and a commitment with your heart to become a winner, you will find a way. Remember, winners find a way and whiners find an excuse. Wow, great chapter. There's a few things that stood out to me as I was reading through this, and I should probably use a highlighter when I'm doing this so that I can find them easier. This quote here by Henry Ford, that was the first thing that really stood out to me, and it's so true, and I've said this many times. I just now realized that it's a quote by Henry Ford, where he says, if you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. And that's so true. I've always said to people, if you don't think you can do this, then you can't. If you think you can do this, then you can. Pretty simple. I love how straightforward that quote is, and it has so much meaning. Let me see, what was the other part that I liked in here? The part about a vision at the end here, where it was talking about, where Keith was talking about serving someone else's vision. It's funny because 6 years ago I got started in a network marketing company, and there was a very strong leader in the organization, and I started serving his vision. And it's true, I by serving his vision, I achieved success and experienced a lot of growth, and now I feel like I'm getting some visions. I'm getting some new visions. And I believe that as a result of my serving, others will serve the vision that I've been given. And I love that. That's great, because winners like to help winners. Winners help other winners. That's what it says right here at the end. So, think about that. If you're wanting to be a winner and you don't have vision for something to go win at right now, find someone else who has a strong vision, a winning vision. Help them serve their vision. You'll learn a lot throughout the experience. You'll probably also experience success along with them, and it's a really good experience. So that's it for this book for today. The next one that I'll be doing is distinction number 7. Winners brighten a room by entering, and whiners brighten a room by leaving. Oh, I can't wait for that one. It's going to be great. So listen, I hope that you have a great weekend. I actually take a break from these over the weekend, so Saturday and Sunday I won't be doing any broadcasts. I'll pick up back on Monday, and we'll start with, distinction number 7 on Monday. And I guess I'll just finish out this book. I like this. It's been kind of fun doing this, and I hope you enjoyed it too. So listen, if you want to get more information, we have a Thirsty Thursday show coming up on October 24th. And if you'd like to get more information, just send a text message to 50500 and send the text message Thursday out. When you do that, you'll get some information sent back to you. Thirsty Thursday show is a show coming up on October 24th. It'll be actually at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this is a show designed with you in mind. And it'll be kind of similar to these daily broadcasts, only a little bit longer, and hopefully we'll also have some guest speakers to be on the show. I'm talking to a couple of people right now to see if we can line something up, but if not, it's okay. I'll have some stuff planned, and it should be an awesome show reflecting motivation, inspiration, and transformation. You see, I think that those three things are important to be in your life. I really felt that the Lord has shared this with me and given me a vision for this and showed me that, you can have some inspiration, you can even be motivated, but if you don't have transformation and you lack transformation, what does that mean, transformation? I'll give you an example. I can remember when I was in junior high, I went to it was called the Dynamic Twins. They were a Christian rap group. And I remember they had an altar call. They had a time that you can accept the Lord. And I got a little tickled and inspired, and I went forward and I accepted the Lord. But you know what? I went back home. I went back to my regular life as I knew it. I continued to do the same things I did with my high school friends or junior high friends. And there was really no transformation. Again, I got motivated and I got inspired. But it's transformation that needs to take place in order for something to stick in your life and to solidify and grow. And so I didn't have that. And it wasn't until much later, actually, July 25th, 1997, where I rededicated myself to the Lord, that transformation actually took place. And when that transformation took place, now the motivation and the inspiration coupled with transformation helped me grow into a follower of Christ. It actually helped me start really to get on that path and get on with life on the right path. And so my hope is that when you visit us on a Thursday, the Thirsty Thursday show, that if there's any one of those areas that you're lacking or that you need help with or that you need guidance with, that you'll receive something from it. Now, many times I think I'll be interviewing songwriters, authors, pastors, leaders, different people, and you're going to have to listen to their stories. I believe the nuggets will be in their stories. I believe truth can be found in a story, and transformation can be found in a story. So although you might not be into writing music or writing a book or singing a song or whatever, it's the story that's important. It's their journey. It's where you can see they achieved motivation, inspiration, and transformation, and maybe success strategies or skills developed or whatnot that might be what unlocks the door for you. Again, serving someone else's vision or celebrating someone else's success can be just what you need to bring about your own vision and your own success. So this has been Wayne's Word with Wayne Ullery. Hope you enjoyed today's segment. Have a great weekend, and I look forward to talking to you on Monday. Bye-bye now.